After an agonizing trickle of details and teasers, Nissan has finally pulled the wraps off the next generation of the world's best-selling EV nameplate, the Leaf. But a lot has changed since the original launched in 2010. With the impressive range figures of the Tesla Model 3 and Chevy Bolt, the 2018 Nissan Leaf has got to be good. As we drove it at Nissan's Tokaji Proving Grounds, zipping quietly through corners while nestled in the attractive, tech-laden interior, we realized we were piloting a successful evolution and a milestone defining the second generation of the modern electric car. The look. The new Leaf is far better looking than the car it replaces. It's sleeker, with a more planted stance, futuristic but more mainstream. Its floating roof projects lightness, and its swept-back shape gives it a sense of motion. The new Leaf is about 0.4 inch lower in overall height, 0.8 inch wider and 1.2 inches longer, but it appears even lower, wider, and longer than that. Ground clearance is unchanged. Nissan's designers told us they would have liked to have lowered the car and put bigger wheels on it, but they made all the spatial changes they could without making it too heavy or costly. Essentially, the new Nissan Leaf looks more like a car we'd aspire to get our hands on, electric powertrain or not. We found the interior to be quite comfortable and more premium than we expected. The cars we sampled had high-quality materials such as perforated leather seats with microfiber inserts and blue accent stitching. The sense of width played nicely in the cabin, and the front seats felt spacious for such a small vehicle. Even the rear seats were comfortable, with a good amount of legroom for a 6-foot-tall passenger behind a similarly sized driver. The floor felt high, though, in the back seat, and the ceiling was slung low overhead. Still, we wouldn't feel guilty putting 2 adults or 3 children back there for a couple of hours. The guts. To start, the new Leaf will be available with a 40 kWh battery offering 150 miles of range on the US cycle. Later, a second variant with a 60 kWh battery pack, called E+, will offer an expected 225 miles of range. The new Leaf uses the same electric motor as before, but Nissan improved the electric powertrain to make more power available. Thanks to an upgraded inverter, the motor is capable of 110 kilowatts of output, or 147 horsepower for those who prefer to measure output in animals. Yeah, having more power will use more energy, but the boost in battery capacity more than makes up for that in range. If a driver is concerned about it, they can use the Leaf's Eco mode, which decreases the car's acceleration and top speed, making it more efficient to drive.